Okay, we're lucky to be in the coat room with Dan Esty, who's director of the Center for Business and the Environment at Yale. He's also a member of Obama's Energy and Environment Policy team. So he has written a book called Green to Gold: How Smart Companies Use Environmental Strategy to Innovate, Create Value, and Build Competitive Advantage. And Dan, why don't you tell us real quickly about the gist of this thick book?
So the book is really, I think, a story of a new approach to the environment that centers on innovation. And if you think about the old story of environment, from a company point of view, it was about regulations and following rules and bearing costs and dealing with burdens. The new approach to environment is to understand that, of course, we have rules we have to follow, but that there's an upside opportunity, and that we're moving to a clean tech economy. We've got a potential for a clean energy future, and I think there are a growing number of companies across this country that want to be part of that. You know, the American public is ready for something new on energy as well, and I think that's what the Obama campaign is really all about, in trying to create incentives to draw in the entrepreneurs from across our society to bring the sort of innovation that we're capable of and the inventive spirits to bear here.
I know that America is already behind on the solar game. Japan and Germany have already created these kinds of incentives in their countries and have gotten a lot of innovation going on. What will the Obama administration do to move us towards more renewable, more stable sources of energy?
So let's first say we know that John McCain has been very bad on this. He talks a good game on climate change, but he doesn't have the broad base of approach that you need here. You've got to provide both incentives on the positive and negative side. We've got to raise the price of causing harm, and at the same time make sure that that pain is not hurting the everyday citizen. And we're going to have to put some incentives behind renewable energy, and John McCain has missed all the critical votes on this.
I think there were 7 just this year, and he has not made a single one.
7 this year, and of course he's on the campaign trail for some, but others he was in Washington just didn't want to show up,
right,
because he's playing to a right-wing constituency that doesn't believe in this stuff.
I mean, these are votes for solar energy, and he's the senator from Arizona, the Sun State.
You would think that if there were any state that would see its future connected to solar power, it would be Arizona, it'd be the senators from Arizona. But it hasn't been that way. And I think what the Obama campaign has got is a broad-based commitment with a very carefully thought-through strategy for really moving us onto a clean energy track, with both a cap-and-trade system for climate change that makes you pay for the greenhouse gases you're emitting, and then a support to the everyday citizen with an energy rebate to ensure that the pinch that people are paying at the pump and paying with their heating bills or cooling bills is softened, and then a real commitment of government support to new technologies. And the key here is to move us onto an innovation-oriented approach to environmental protection. And this is something I think every state has the potential for. I was just talking to some of the Kentucky delegates about all the innovative companies there that really could be at the very cutting edge of this new economy. And that's where we are going to move as a society. We cannot drill our way out of the current imbalance between energy supply and
Absolutely.
demand. We've got a little bit of resources we can get offshore, a little bit in Alaska, but playing that game is a game we ultimately can't win with. And let's remember, what Saudi Arabia is to oil, we in America are to innovation. We are the best at technology development, and that's the game we should play when it comes to our energy future.
And even with present technologies, I mean, the energy creation is there.
The energy creation is there, and the investment opportunities in efficiency, our highest return area of opportunity, are very big. There's lots we can do and haven't done. We need to have the government pay attention. We need to have a real energy policy, not the kind of talk that passes for one currently in Washington.
And I think before I let you go, it's worth noting that Senator McConnell is currently blocking a bill in the Senate called the Renewable Energy and Job Creation Act of 2008.
Exactly, and I think what we need here is to recognize there's no single solution. This is a big, broad gauge problem. We're going to have to do a lot across improved efficiency, investing in renewables, and some further support for fossil fuels in order to get us where we need to go. And for him to block a part of that agenda is really disappointing.
It seems like Mitch McConnell's solution is nothing at all.
I don't think it gets us where we need to go.
Thanks very much, Dan, for sitting down with us. I know they need you out at the delegation breakfast.
My pleasure. Great to be with you.